Hi everyone. I decided to make a short video today to show you a little bit about Pixel.icu in its early phase and a little bit of what it can do. So, Pixel.icu is, at first glance, a website. As you can see over here, we've navigated to Pixel.icu. We're not logged in or registered, and we're here on the About page. Which will probably get replaced to some extent by videos such as this, which give you instruction. Anyhow, I would just like to talk a little bit about the site at first and show you what you can do. So, you'll notice over here we've got a little chat feature going on. We're not logged in, so we can't type. So, I guess it makes sense to just kind of register and create an account, get started. So, got a little script we like to go through here, so let's register. We'll get to that later, which just popped up there. Let's create a user called Waxboy. We'll just do waxboy@test.com. We are going to just make the password Waxboy. This is kind of an insecure example. You'll see why in a little bit, but the password is not going to be secret for this video. Okay, so let's choose our favorite color, Waxboy. He's got his own browser window here that's blue, so let's just make his window blue so we know which user we're on in what window. Okay, we've saved the password. Got to log in with our email, and now we're logged in. So now I go back over here to the chat. I should be able to type, say hello. Notice it says my name here in the color I picked. And I can change the color of my message if I want. Let's type it in green. I am green. Alright, but there's not a lot of people here, or at least they're not saying anything. So let's create another user, get some interaction going here, because this is kind of a boring chat. I'm going to show you some more features in a second, but let's just go over here and we're going to create another user. Let's register, and let's just call this user WaxGirl. We'll do waxgirl@test.com, and we'll give her the password of waxgirl. Okay. And since this browser window is purple, let's make her favorite color purple. And we're going to log in. Sure, whatever. waxgirl@test.com. And we're logged in here. What's going on here? Let's say I am Waxgirl. Little role playing. Okay, so you can see over here we've got Waxboy over here and Waxgirl on the right. So that's kind of cool. Now you might see this icon here. With a little paintbrush. So let's click that and see what happens. So I guess this little drawing palette has popped up. See what happens if we start messing with this. What if I do type? Well, I'm not typing. I'm drawing my picture. So I'm writing out some text. I just wrote hi, and I'm going to hit save here. And let's see what happens with that. Oh, wow. It showed up here. Okay, so, well, what we've got now is we've got a little art editor. This is ANSI art. Been around since the 80s. So we've got an art editor. We've got chat. That's pretty cool. Nothing too groundbreaking just yet. So But the cool thing about this art style and also this site is that it just doesn't work in the web interface. You should be able to use the terminal to connect and log in. So let's try to do that. Hopefully my domain name is working here. Oh, it's not pointing at the right site. So let's let me just get that real quick. Let's go. So this is the IP address. The domain name should work, but for some reason I'm gonna go like this. So we're putting the server address here, and the port, which is 4202. Don't concern yourself. This is just more of an example. Excuse me. Okay, so you can see here it says connected to blah blah blah. This is where the server lives. So let's just go back over here, and let's go type in waxgirl@test.com, and we'll type in her password, which was waxgirl. This is why the password is not a secret. Okay, so you can see it shows some colors, and it says we're in chat. Okay, what happens if I type a message? Hello. Oops. So I'm typing. Hello. I'm in some crazy terminal thing, and I don't know what I should do. Oh, look at that. See? So it showed up here. All right, that's kind of cool. Okay. So we got kind of the basics of chat. I wonder if we showed a picture here, if it would show up. So let's go over to Wax Boy. We got Wax Girl over here in this terminal window, and she's also logged in through the web. But let's go here and let's make our own picture for Wax Boy. And this time I'm going to use the import feature. It's kind of cool. So actually, let's go find our own picture. So let's just find a picture of something. Let's do images of Pokemon. Let's do a Pokemon. Yeah, let's find Charmander, and hopefully this file format works. Let's save him as Charmander, and we'll go load him in as a picture here. So let's go. Let's choose a file. There's our Charmander. All right, look, there we got Charmander. You know, it was a little small to fill up the whole area, so maybe we should make this a little bit more interesting. So what I did here is I adjusted the margins, and you can see that this says selected. If I click that, toggles it off. Let's say I want to fill this in with some orange. I've got that selected, and I hit fill. And then let's say I wanted to type some stuff here in red. Pick some red. Okay, so now here we've got the cursor here, and I type hello, my name is oops. Hello, I am Charmander. Okay. There's a little bugs in here, but this is just a demo of, you know, what happens. Okay, so let's save this. Ooh. Well, here we go. We've got this. This is. So anyway, yeah, here we have. It showed up right here in our little telnet screen. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Like these images that we've been creating on the web and we've imported from these model file formats can work both ways on the web and in telnet. The data is a classic format. It's existed for many years. If you went back into the 80s and you know, sent this same sort of data to a terminal, it would be able to parse it using whatever's always been there. Something's happened. Oh, that's just a little bug there, but some stuff is happening. So anyhow, that's cool. We're just using this font, the same font between it. You can see it here. It's all over the site. It's a classic font, but we'll go into that some other video. But that's what's happening here. So pretty cool. So anyhow, let me go back over here. So the chat is always active. You can toggle it with this drawer, and if someone says something, when you're not there, if I say that, you should get a notification over here, and then I can know to pop the drawer open here. So over here on the right, you're gonna see some other navigation stuff. Right now we're on the About page. We've got our profile page. We've got a drawing page and a My Gallery page. You might see this up here and be wondering what that's about. So that's what I'm going to explain right now. And this is kind of the cutting edge part. We've shown kind of the present with the web. We've shown the past with the terminal and telnet experience. And we've shown kind of that the data that we're creating is timeless. So I'm going to go back over here. And I'm going to go to this draw feature. So you can see, I have all these things that people have done before. They've got their name, they've got who created them, yada yada, and you can publish to chat other people's stuff if it's in there, see, as it shows up here. So anyhow, I want to create my own. The ones that we were creating in chat aren't here because they were just chat art pieces. We actually want to save our artwork this time. So let's just import something so we can have a piece of art to our name. Let's go. Got to be something we haven't imported before. What's this one? I don't even know what this file is. Okay. Oh, it's like a bomb thing. It's like Atom Bomb, I think, from Garbage Pail Kids. Okay, remember him? That was kind of, I wanted to create him as an early artwork, just because when I was a kid, I remember Atom Bomb. See? So we created Atom Bomb. Came down here, make the screen a little bigger. So anyhow, it says who it's from. So now I'm going to go over here to this My Gallery feature. And I apologize for the interface and stuff like that. This is actually not how it's going to be. This is kind of a demo of what it can do. So now we're in the bleeding edge part, though. So what we've done here, we have up here, this is what is called a Web 3 experience. So in my browser, you may have seen me clicking over here at the beginning, where I pulled up this extension. So this is called MetaMask. What it actually is a Web 3 extension. What a Web 3 extension is it allows you to use cryptocurrency, specifically Ethereum, in the blockchain so that you can interface with sites like this, which is called a DApp, which I believe stands for digital app, but basically it means that you can use Ethereum to purchase and own things. And namely, in this case, it's a token. It's called an ERC-721 token, which is a standard, which means basically that it's non-fungible, which means that it's unique. It also means that it has an interface, so that it can be used by other smart contracts in the blockchain to be utilized like any asset you have, like, who knows, Airbnb, where you're leasing out your car, or where you sell it, or leasing out your house. Let me not try to come up with the analogies here. Let me just take a step back here, because I don't want to confuse things. What we've got here is an Ethereum app. Let me just kind of do it. Let's do it. So it says select one of your creations below to upload to the blockchain. So I'm going to click this. Then the prompt change put atom bomb in the blockchain, and I'm going to hit do it. So that popped up this notification. It's coming from this plugin. See if I, and it says, you got two of them up here. Okay. So it says, do you want to confirm this transaction? And it says, see some things here. It says gas fee 8.0894, then 8 cents. So it's going to basically cost us 8 cents to do whatever it wants us to do here, which is store this in the blockchain as a token. I'm going to hit confirm. You can see here that the contract interaction is pending. Oh, and then it was confirmed. So what we've just done here is we've minted our token to the blockchain. So I'm going to hit this button that says fetch tokens. I'm going to hide this for now. Let's just and hit the fetch tokens button. Let's just go back here for that. We'll go to my gallery. Fetch tokens. Let's see. I apologize to delay, people. We want to go to my gallery and get our tokens. Okay, there it is. Okay. So we've created our token. If you didn't notice before, we had 0.10 Ethereum in there before. That transaction cost about 6 cents. So we went from $9.24 down to $9.18. So this right here is a token. This content right here is not coming from our database. In fact, we can delete this, but I'm not going to yet, from our database, and it will still show up here. But I want to show something here is these are all unique. It's kind of the non-fungible aspect of the token. This is not just some concept like Bitcoin where it just create something that's like a dollar bill. Everyone is different. This is like an art piece. It's like once you've done it, you can't do it again. So I'm going to click this again, put atom bomb in the blockchain. And right here, it's going to say, can't do it. Alert, transaction error. We can make that a little bit more friendlier in the future, but this is an example of what's happening here. And so we can confirm that, but it's not going to go through. We're not going to get that token. You're going to get an error. So anyhow, so we've gone over here and we've created some tokens for Wax Boy. Let's go and just do the same thing for Wax Girl. So you'll notice here it doesn't have her address here. It's got to pick up the fact that she has Web3. So now we have this address here. That means that she has her Web3 enabled. I created her an account. She has the same amount of ether that Waxboy did. Waxboy now has 6 cents less because he created an artwork and minted it to the blockchain. So anyhow, we're going to go and we're going to draw our own. So let's just kind of go here. Let's make like a pink smiley face. We'll do, and here, let's just go like so. Okay, I'll give it a name. Okay, we'll go smiley, and we will save. Okay. So now I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to go to my gallery. And Wax Girl has a Web3 enabled browser. If we go in fetch tokens, we're not going to find anything there because she's never created something. But you can see up here we have some addresses. This also will be made more friendly. But these are all the people on this site who have Bitcoin addresses, or not Bitcoin, Ethereum addresses. Bitcoin is terrible, sorry, associated with them. So anyhow, let's create her a token. And she has some art in her arsenal to create. So we're not getting an error because this is a new piece of artwork. So we hit confirm. If we look over here in our Web3 plugin, you can see that this is pending. So if we do fetch tokens, we're not going to get anything. And we just wait for this to tell us that this has been confirmed in the blockchain. We still have our $9.24 worth of Ethereum. We're waiting for this in the blockchain. So I'm going to go, while we're waiting for that to happen. Okay, that transaction was confirmed. I just saw it pop up on my screen. So now I should be able to fetch the tokens over here. And see this pop up. Alright. So you can see over here, we got Wax Girl. She owns her tokens. She owns one token, number 4. Wax Boy owns one token, number 3. And, you know, you can't mint these things again. So if I try to put this purple smiley in the blockchain again, it's going to throw an error because it's already there. If I try to do add a bomb, same thing. Okay, so this stuff right here, it's not coming from a database in my control. It's in the blockchain. So once it's there forever. This data format is not something crazy, although we compress it to make it fit in the blockchain. As you can see by the, our terminal over here, this isn't some new format. This isn't some abstraction. We're just creating ANSI art, and we're storing it in the blockchain in a way that's efficient. The ANSI art's a little different because we can use more colors, but ultimately that's all we're doing here. So we've got these tokens. I own these. Well, Wax Boy owns these tokens. Wax Girl owns this token. What can we do? They're in the blockchain. Well, and one thing we can do is we can transfer these tokens. So let's say that Wax Boy, let's go. We have Wax Girl. His list is not updated. Let's go here. Okay, so now we see Wax Girl. Let's say we want to transfer this atom bomb so that we no longer own it. So let's click Wax Girl's address here. Let's hit transfer. Let us hit confirm. So you can see this is going to take 1 cent to send this over to Wax Girl. And see, so you'll see here, we have sent tokens. It says it's pending. And we'll just wait for a notification over here. While this is happening, I'm going to hit delete over here. What I'm doing right now is I'm deleting this artwork from my database. Like if Pixel.icu, the website, went down, or our database, we just stopped doing it. Um, so if I go here to my gallery, not my gallery, excuse me, the draw page, which shows me everyone's artworks. I no longer see that token. If I go back, or that piece of artwork, excuse me, the token will always be there. So if I go to my gallery, I'm not going to see it unless it's in my tokens. So it says I've sent that token. It says that was confirmed, that last transaction where we sent that over to Wax Girl. But I'm not seeing any of my creations below because I deleted that from the database. Where is that? If I hit fetch tokens, I'm not getting anything. Probably because I transferred that token to Wax Girl. And it doesn't exist in my database anymore. It just exists in the blockchain. I'm going to hit fetch tokens on Wax Girl. Alright. So now you see, in Wax Girls, we see the token. Even though it's been deleted from our database, it's got information. It says it's token number 3. That is unique. You can never have another token number 3. It says when it was created, and it also says here you can see who it was created by. This is their Ethereum address. We could have a lookup as far as names go, but this is also immutable. That's kind of a big word with Ethereum. Things can't change unless you give permission to change them. So we can see that these have two different ones, obviously, because we created this one with Wax Boy and we transferred it, and with this one we created it with Wax Girl and we've just kept it in our portfolio. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good demo for now. Obviously we're working on cleaning up the interface and making it friendlier, making it more intuitive, and so people can get up and doing this stuff themselves. But I really just want to kind of demonstrate the capabilities of Pixel.icu. A lot of symbiosis, I think, going on between the various elements as far as this goes, especially trickling down to the blockchain, because the difference in this project from maybe other blockchain projects you're aware of is that there really aren't a lot of abstractions in place. Something like a CryptoKitty is just a very large number that gets parsed back into a CryptoKitty via some logic. This is data as art. There's not as many leaps of faith. This is text art. It shows in the terminal, it shows in the web, and it stays in the blockchain. And it can be converted back to text art without too much kerfuffle. And that's what I really think is amazing about it. It's not a lot of alienation, not a lot of abstraction between what our data costs, and it costs about 6 cents to store these things in the blockchain at the current prices, which I think is very, very reasonable. And given that this is art and it has history, it goes back to the 80s. People are still doing it now, and preservation and attribution and all those things have always been an issue, not just with this kind of art, but any art in general. And I think using the blockchain to store these really kind of solves an actual problem. Whether it's a big problem, I don't know. But there's some practicality. 6 cents to store your art in the blockchain. As in these examples, it's not a lot of money to spend to have something, some piece of art like this be permanent and preserved forever. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap up this video as you're just staring at a blank screen and listening to me talk. Hope this helps make sense.